Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 277 on the Man of Leek. I'm John as always, and we're back for some more Kaldheim. So far on Spikey Saturdays, we've gone 3-0 and 3-0. I'm currently sitting on back-to-back 3-0s in my last two drafts. This is draft number 29 for me. We're being successful. And we're being successful doing what I said last week. Draft the rare or the uncommons. Ignore the commons. All but like 10 of them are garbage. Sculptor of Winter is maybe one of them. The rest are garbage. We've got a Narfi. We've got a Boreal Outrider. We've got a Crippling Fear. Going green has kind of been a little bit better than doing anything else. Black is arguably the worst color. This is a good card. This is a great card. But black as a whole color sucks a little bit, and I really don't like the black-white deck at all. I'm tempted by the Narfi. I've not really done this. That's also the first time I've ever looked at Narfi's face. Weird. I've only ever seen the art small, and I just always assumed he was like a weird Grim Reaper-looking dude. Weird. But yeah, I like green in this format. I like Boreal Outrider. We'll see if we stick with that. Who knows? Down here, we have one of the actual good commons, another one of the good actual commons. This one sort of is there, although people are overvaluing snowlands. Do not take snowlands highly. Take the payoffs and then take the snowlands. There's a glimpse here, and I really like glimpse quite a lot. Quite a lot. There's a Shadow Sage, which is fine. It's not better than glimpse. Bergstrider is not better than glimpse, though it is good. The conversation here is basically between struggle or glimpse. Struggle obviously goes with our first pick. Don't get married to your first pick. But Glimpse really does want us to be in blue-red giants, and who knows if we can get there. Whereas we might be able to get snowlands back for this green deck that we're sort of building here. I will take the struggle. I think it is somewhat comparable to Glimpse the Cosmos. Like I said, it might be one of the good commons that exist in the format, unlike the rest. So let's take that struggle. Let's hope we don't get punished for not taking the whatchamacallit. Now that's a pick 3 Narfi. That's these folks telling us something here. And that something might be that we should be blue-black or at least splash. We could be green-blue splash black here. And that would be a great snow deck. So if we pick up Narfi here, we can start valuing snowlands. We're going to have, a couple of really good payoffs for it. We're going to start looking for trolls and stuff, and it'll be pretty decent. So we'll pick this up here, see if we get any further signals. Well, we get a green-blue snow duel, a bunch of garbage commons. This card's pretty good. This card's pretty bad. So we just take this, and it looks like we're going to head to green-blue snow. We're obviously going to still need to see the blue. There's a chance we could end up black. I don't really want to be green-black because there's no real snow payoffs for black. There's like one, and it's not great. But we'll take this Rimewood Falls here and see where we go. But that's a decent start. That's a decent start. How do we continue? The runes are okay. I've been playing them slightly more. This is like the 3rd best rune, possibly the 4th best rune. They're way better with the helm than they are without. We could take a hawk here, but I think we just take the forest. We have reasons to really want to start to solidify ourselves into snow. There's an incredibly unlikely chance that the other Narfi comes back. I highly doubt it. But we're incentivized to pick up snow now. None of these are really snow payoffs except for maybe the hawk. Notably no green here. So I guess there's a chance we go into blue-black. Splash green? I would splash for these two cards, I think. But let's take that forest. But yeah, so I'm still feeling not in control of my wins and losses in this set. In my last, 20 drafts, my last 20 drafts, I have like a 70% win rate. I'm not doing bad. I'm doing pretty good. But I don't feel like I control whether I win or lose. Don't really like this pack. We've got to saw it coming if we are going to try to put ourselves into blue here. We could take the Grim Draugr. That is a snow payoff in black. It's not great. It's arguably not even good. In fact, I'll just say it is not even good, but we could pick it up here. I don't want the Kennel Master. I don't want the Jarl. I don't want the Frostbite. No, 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 no. It's between that and or the Saw It Coming. I really want to be green-blue for snow, but let's take the Draugr and see where we go. Well, there's a Bergstrider. We're going to be green-blue. We're going to be green-blue snow. That's a huge payoff for us. The pick is interesting because we are going to be a little bit splashy here. We can probably grab one. We'll certainly grab a Broken Wings at some point, but this is an actual decent, good common. So we're going to pick it up. Following that, we get a Notvold Recluse. I love Bounce, and I don't know why, but I don't really care for this card in this set. I don't know why. It could be that most of the creatures are so impactful that bouncing them doesn't do much, and bouncing the bombs tends to just make them come back at you. Maybe it's because like everything has rules text and everything has ETB effects and such. Maybe that's why I don't like it. So we'll take the Notvold Recluse here. I think this card's very good. Let's pick it up. It does not get into my list of good commons, but I think it's pretty good. We'll play a Mist. It's a fine card. It's not great. We'd also play an Outrider, but we don't need to pick it up here. So we can just take that Mists. Coming back around, we get another Spider and Stone Nothing. We're not going to play any of those cards, so we'll take the Spider. I've main deck 2 and I've been okay with it. I've main deck 3 and 3 and Ode. I wouldn't recommend it, but they worked. They wear crowns really well. We'll say that. So pack 2, we're going to be prioritizing snowlands and snow payoffs. We're looking for trolls. We're looking for Bergstriders. We're looking for literally nothing in this pack. It's all bad. We'll take the plow. Or do we want to put somebody into the plow? No, we'll take this and say, hey, red-white is not open, but give it a go. But yeah, how's everybody else's thoughts going on? Sounds like a lot of people still hate this set. A lot of people still love this set. It's a very divisive set. The Arena Open, of course, has been announced as being limited, and I will not be playing in it. It's $28.75 Canadian to enter, and you get one loss. You don't even get one loss. We'll take the Run Ashore here. This card's fine. I'd put one in basically every blue deck. This deck looks like one I would put it in. Not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that. The second you lose, it's single elimination. The second you lose in best of 3 in the Arena Open, you are out your $28.75. The only way you get $28.75 or more back is by going 3-1, which, remember, we'll take this Harbinger here, is not 3-1. It is 3-0 because you can't lose before that and then losing. We'll take this Tyrite Sword for completion purposes and a Hulk. So I will not be playing that. What if we were playing white? We can splash this card. We could splash this card. This card's insane. It should not exist. Splashing it for the Fertel cost, we literally just need a single white mana. We're picking it. We're playing it. Packmate is great here. I would love to play it. I would love to play that. I would love to play that. I would love to play that. But we're taking the busted, broken, doesn't need to exist mythic and laughing all the way to the bank. We're going to look to grab a Glittering Frost for sure so that we can get our black and our white. We'll still be prioritizing Snowlands. It sucks to pass that Packmate, but this card is stupid. Fertel it on 2. We'll find our white at some point. Oops, we have a large quantity of Serra Angels. It's probably incorrect to ever pass that, regardless of what pack you're in, regardless of what colors you're in. So we can take the Snowland here because there's nothing else really here. There's a Struggle, which I would play more Struggles for sure. There's a Frost Peak Yeti. It'll wheel. It's fine. You want one of these in your snow decks, but you're not going to go out of your way. And this is the blue-white land that we want. And it's snow. In the deck it's going to go. Okay. Okay. So I don't care for Mystic Reflections, really. I played it during the preview event, or the early access event, and it was cute, and it was fine, and, you know, it's not the worst. Like, as long as you have this in hand, any of your creatures has basically pay 2 mana, and it's a clone. That is 2 cards to get 1 card, so it's not that great. I probably won't ever play it again. I did like it the first time that I played it, but it is narrow and situational, and you have to get things in the right order to make it work out. Rootless Shoe's pretty okay. I don't think it's going to go in our deck. We basically have to get Lindworms, which we want, but we don't know that we're going to have them just yet. There is an Augury Raven, though, which probably breaks into that list of 10 good commons. So here's a Snow Duel versus a Broken Wings, or a Gladewalker, or a Carfell, or a Saw It Coming. There's no real consideration here. We're taking the Snowland. We're not getting any more snow payoffs, unfortunately, which is a pain. Not sure who's gobbling them up, because I didn't really see the Snowlands getting gobbled up in pack 1. So we'll take that, but we are going to want to find some Icehide Trolls, for sure. Another relevant Snowland versus an Elderleaf Mentor, which we're not really looking for, a Yeti, which I'm sure we can get, and a Glade Warden, which is really good. There is also a green-black land, but I would rather take the Snowlands here. Yeah, let's take the Snowland. We're going to work on our mana base for this pack, I think. Well, there's another chance at one of these Glade Wardens. They're pretty good. They're a nice mana sink. Mana sinks definitely rule this format a little bit. Kinseekers are decent, not so much in this deck. We're not really going for tribal payoffs. I guess we're going for snow zombies with Narfi, but this is a zombie, so goody goody. What are we at, by the way? Three zombies? What are our other zombies? We have Grimdrauger, which I don't want to be playing. What's our third zombie? What is third zombie? This is a zombie wizard? Holy moly. I had no clue. Blue-black Snow Duel seems great. There's also a Snakeskin Veil, which I wouldn't mind. But yeah, this pack is just us fixing our mana, I think. Do I want yet another land? I think I might. Let's make sure we got all them there Snowlands. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't need any more, which is great because that means we don't have to waste any picks on them in pack 3. We also don't have to sit there hoping that we get the right ones in pack 3. We'll probably play this Grimdrauger in our green-black deck because it'll be a 4/3 thanks to Narfi. We'll be able to give it Menace for sure. Yeah, that seems fine. So we're basically looking for Icehide Trolls, Packmates. Take another Bergstrider. We'll take another Glade Warden here. Again, zombie. Mana Sink. Relevant. Don't want anything else here. This struggle is... I put the Fertels in the 2-drop zone. They're not exactly a 2-drop, but that's when I'm playing them. You know, even if we get stuck on 2 mana, this is not a 4-drop. We're going to put it over here. There's nothing I want here, so we'll just say, hey, don't take black cards, take white and red, because we're not going to touch them, except for this white card. Shh. So we've got a lot of blue, eh? Because we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 blue sources already. Holy moly. We'll take the roots just for signaling purposes. We're not going to play it. I wouldn't even play it in an elf deck. There's just so many better cards you can play. Here we'll take the Haggy Mob. I guess it's the most playable card there. We're not playing it, but this is the part of the draft where hate drafting actually makes sense. Not as much in a league. It doesn't matter in a league because you're probably not going to play any of these here, folks. Anybody I know? No. But yeah, so pack 3, we want good cards, essentially. So this will get pumped from Narfi. I said I wanted one. I don't really want the Mentor. We'll play a Pilfering Hawk, you bet. We're getting all the cards we want here at the end. We're actually not even that green, so it's great that we have so many blue sources. Invoke the Divine, not for us. Okay, we get a Cosmos Charger versus a Lindworm versus a Bergstrider. 3/3 Flash Flyer for 4. Pretty good. Absolutely laughs at Phantom Monster. I can foretell for 1 less on my opponent's turn. We're foretelling 2 things. 3 things? We probably just take it for the stat line alone. I do really want that Bergstrider and that Lindworm. But I guess we just take the Cosmos Charger. It's just a very good rate for what it is. And who knows, I think the first Bergstrider wheeled, so maybe it'll come back. We'll see. We'll take the Cosmos Charger here. So we get a Masked Vandal. We get a Sculptor of Winter. We want a Sculptor of Winter. We've got tons of lands. This is going to be a mana dork. It's going to be great. Raven form's going to be interesting for this deck. We have 2 Recluses. We have a Cosmos Charger. We have a Raven. We have a Hawk. This is a deck where Raven form is what you would call a good card. If some pro is telling you on Twitter that it's a bad card, they're only partly correct. Only partly correct. That's a snow payoff. Icy Pillar is very much a snow payoff. Yes, I want the Bergstrider. Icy Pillar is busted. Absolutely busted. What are we looking at? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 18. We still need 5 playables. 4 playables now. We get a bind. I'm pretty sure I'd play a bind here. We're a little bit short on removal otherwise. I honestly haven't found removal to be super vital in this format. If you can just outpower your opponent, I've gotten by a lot of times with not that much removal. But let's take the bind. We do want it here. We got a green-black duel versus a Yeti. So again, we have 7 lands right now. 7 lands. We need 3 playables. We have an emergency playable. I think we take another snow land here over the Yeti. I'm not really looking for another Yeti. Another Pilfering Hawk is something we can talk about, though. We'll definitely take a Pilfering Hawk here. So that's 29, so we're at 21. Do we want 18 lands? We got Mana Sinks with the Glade Warden, Mana Sink with bringing Narfi back. It's a possibility. What do we want here? We're not really splashing for the Port of Carfel. We didn't get a Glittering Frost. There's a chance that hurts us. With all the dual lands we have, probably not. But there's a chance it hurts us. We might just take another Mists. Again, we're a little bit short on true removal, but like Pillar's going to handle things. So maybe we just need a Mist to stay alive for just a little bit. I don't want a boat. I don't want a Figgy. That's a zombie in our colors. I don't want boats. This boat is bad. People are hyped up on it and they're wrong. Let's take the Thief. And I think that completes our deck. Can we make it better? Yes, we can with a wheeled Bergstrider. So Bergstrider in, and we take out this Harbinger. It's just not really doing anything for us. This pack here, we're not going to play anything. We could take a King Harold's Revenge. We're never siding that in. So what are we? We're 61% blue, 30% green. Don't really want a blue-red. I would super play a Snakeskin Veil, though. Do we have a cut for that? We'll have to see. I doubt I'm siding in a Mammoth Growth. What would our cut be? Like a Mists? What's our creature count? 16? 16's been a little bit high for this format. I've played some low creature count decks. So the question is, do I want to cut the Draugr? And just be like blue-green splashing a black card, splashing a white card. And I might. 60 gems, woohoo. I might. Okay, so what's the mana base look like? The mana base needs to be like 3 white sources, 3 black sources. So there's 1, 2, 3 white sources. And then 3 black sources. We've got 1, 2, 3 black sources. We want a little bit more blue than green. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue. 4, 5, 6, 7 green. So I believe we're going to go island, island. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue. 1, 2, 3, 7 green. So 9, 7, 3, 3. That's pretty good coverage for what we have. We just need that one cut. Is it the Draugr? I don't think it is. I think it's one of the mists. I think it's one of the mists, and we just outpower our opponents. So let's go with that. This deck looks powerful. We've got one of the most busted mythics in the set. We've got a good amount of uncommons, powerful uncommons. We've got some of the good commons. We could have used the pack mates and stuff. We were getting cut on green pretty hard. Like all of our green essentially came from pack 1, I think. But blue seemed a little bit open. And we got powerful cards. Snowlands seemed to be open, especially. So let's go with this. We could get run over by some aggro decks just due to our tap lands and such. But I guess we just hope for good matchups. Because boy, if I could go 3 Spiky Saturdays in a row, 3-0, some people might finally start respecting me. It's YouTube. Nobody's going to respect me. All right. All right. Going to play first. That's how you win in this format. Don't know if I talked about this last week. The data's in, and this format has the highest on-the-play win rate of any format that has ever been in Magic Arena. Not specifically Kaldheim, specifically best of 3 Kaldheim has had the highest on-the-play win rate. We're not going to keep this on the play, that's for dang sure. That's for dang sure. That looks better. We'll pitch the swamp. We don't need it. We have our fixing here already. Pop that down. We'll go with an Augury Raven Foretold. Cast the Augury Raven and see where we go from there. Because again, if you play a 3/3 flyer on turn 3, you're ahead of the curve by a lot. They're going to foretell. Wonder if it's a Raven. So now we got to find some lands. Pilfering Hawk can help. We could also have them briefly stumble and maybe we just fly in. This has got to be a Raven. Oh, it's another Foretell. Okay. Okay, well, there's a land. Oh, it's a Demon Bolt. Fair. Didn't see any of them during the drafts at all. I saw a lot of red. Didn't see a lot of good red. Ah, but they also had a Raven. So now I feel like we're looking at one of those situations where we mulliganed and now we're 10% less likely to win. But we can tap down the Raven and get in for 1, and then Narfi will come down and make that Bergstrider a 5/5 on the next turn. Can't ever bring back Narfi at the moment. Our massive snow deck has a single snowland. That is a 5/4 and a Scorned Figgy. If we go Lake, no, we're going to have to tap that snowland regardless. I guess we're trading with the mob. Got more cards where that came from. We'll hold on to that land because we might loot it away. But yeah, mulligans hurt a lot. Taking 3. With some lag there for no reason on Arena that I just opened like 20 minutes ago. A+ program. Mistwalker, pretty good. Our opponent's playing some pretty good cards. I guess we're going to go with a Glade Warden. I think I probably want to loot that Hawk away. So we'll pass the turn. Now this can only be done at sorcery speed. We could make our hawk a threat. We could make it a 4/5. They're going to behold the multiverse. Notably, our opponent is playing great common, great common, great common, great common. They got the powerful deck. We have played great common, middling common, middling common. They did play a middling common too. Okay. It's a little aggressive, but I assume they're going to drop something decent here. Yup. So that's 3. Going to kill Narfi, I assume. Yep, they're going to kill Narfi. So we will activate our bird. Draw a Glade Wardens. Pitch the bird. Our deck has 9 snowlands in it, right? Or something like that. Oh, it was only 2? Oh, yeah. They have 2 birds, 2 scarecrows, 2 giants. We've got a Cosmos Charger, which doesn't do much. They've only got 1 card in hand. I guess we can suit up our hawk. Suit up our hawk and it stops the raven coming in. We can foretell this. Pass the turn. If we can kind of stabilize just a little bit this coming turn, we might be okay. They can come in with the Ravager and arguably the Mistwalker. Yeah, that's what they're doing. So we'll take this. It's going to be 8. Go to 5. It's not really where I want to be, but I don't think trading does anything. We get to establish our board this coming turn. We get to loot. And we get to go from there. So we'll loot. Throw away this forest. Berg Strider. So we can play one thing. We can play a Berg Strider, a Glade Warden, or Cosmos Charger. We're going to play the Berg Strider and keep that Mistwalker tapped down for the turn. We'll trade off with the Ravager if they come in with it. They can't come in with the bird. They can't come in with the effigy. Another land. Okay. I really want a double spell. I really want to double spell. I can kind of double spell. I can put some stuff on the bird. And then we can flash in Cosmos Charger. And so if they attack in, we put Hawk in front of the Walker, Charger in front of the Raven, Berg Strider in front of the Ravager. Okay. Our opponent played a rare before we played a rare. GG, I guess. All right, so we flash in the Charger. We put the Charger in front of the Walker. And then we put the Bergie in front of the Ravager. And then we've got to find a way to deal with the 7/7. Easy mode, right? They get to foretell their bird. That's interesting. So we no longer get to see their hand because we don't know what they foretold. What was the other card? I've already forgotten. It was a scorned effigy. So that's interesting. I wonder if one was a foretell spell and one was not, if it would keep showing it. It should. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this land doesn't do a ton, but it does get us one closer to getting Narfi back. So let's go with Yeti. The Yeti. And Pilfering Hawk. Pass the turn. So we can block the Ever-Living Hell out of the Cyclone Summoner. We can block the Walker. We're still in it. We're still in it. They've got a Kinseekers. They get to scry. Because we would put Charger in front of the Walker. And here we put these in front of there. If they have something, we're blown out, but we have to do that block. 7/7 dealt with. They've got their Augury Raven, that's fine. They've got their Effigy, that's fine. Snakeskin Veil's pretty decent here. Okay. Okay. No, you do not get to bolt my bird. So now we can put the Hawk in front of the Mistwalker, and if they pump it, they have to lose it. We could put the Charger in front of the Raven. And then we can take 3. I'm pretty okay with that. Okay, they are going to make all of their flyers trade. We go to 2. There's almost a slight argument that we loot there. Just in case. Just in case there was a land on top, and then we could have gotten rid of a land, but of course we would have gotten rid of that instead. So the only thing we can do here, unfortunately, is kill the Effigy. We can block the Kinseekers, and then Harbinger deals 1 to us. We're still not dead. Unfortunately, so much of our snow mana is tapped, and there's the bounce spell that I did not like. Whew. Well, there you go. Play some of the best commons in the set and a rare, and you win. That's this format. Do I feel like I was in control of that loss? Do I feel like I could have done anything? Nope. I don't feel like you have control in this format. Now, you know this channel, assuming you're a long-time watcher. My channel is not based on me actually being lucky, so I don't know that the 20 drafts of me at 70% win rate can possibly be chalked up to luck. That's 60 matches of Magic. But if I've figured out the format, I sure as heck can't tell you how. So let's play first. Well, we'll find blue, and we've got our black for Narfi. We've got a Recluse on 3 at the worst. Let's hope that we can play our rare before they play their rare. Island would be amazing here. No dice. Don't really care if we get an island here. I still want one at some point. But we get a Recluse, which blocks their flyers decently. But they are blue-red, which I do think is one of the best decks, if not the best deck in the format. But isn't 5-color Snow the best deck? No. No, God no. Not remotely. Not interested in trading off here. Not at all. Draugr Thought Thief, sure. Surveil. Throw away a land, makes sense. I will trade off there, though. 3 is bigger than 2. And we get to drop a Grim Draugr. If we find an untapped land, we've got a Narfi. If we don't find an untapped land, we have a Frostpeak Yeti. Not trading off. Pretty sure my Draugr is better than the Raider. Land for turn. What you got? Kinseekers, pretty good. Pretty good. No land is unfortunate. But we'll just go with the Yeti. The Yeti is going to stop both of those creatures from attacking. Hitting their land drops. Basalt Ravager for 2. Gross. Well, Icy Pillar is a start. Our Icy Pillar is going to get turned off next turn if we do get to play this Narfi, though. So we tap that, they don't have attacks. Draugr Thought Thief, sure thing. Surveil, goodbye land, pretty good. Liberator, sure thing. Tapped land. So we can Thought Thief. You always should Surveil. I don't know what I'm looking for. They're down to 1 card. I'm going to screw up their draw. Yeah, you get to keep that island, friend. They play that island that I knew about. We tap their Ravager. We block their Liberator should it come in, or we block their Immerstrom Raider should it come in. They're going to squash my Yeti. That's pretty good. I hate this. I hate any of these things that make things on Boast. Because what do? We block that. Literally nothing changes except we lose a creature. We block this. And they have a slightly smaller version of this creature. But again, anybody want to tell me how in control of this loss I was? Because I don't think I was. We have to be able to tap down, and we're just wrecked here. We're just wrecked. So I guess we're not tapping down. We're dropping that and dropping that. And I guess we're blocking Ravager and Liberator and taking 2, 4, 6, going to 4, and we lose. So there we go. At least we've finally broken the pressure of 3-0ing every week on Spikey Saturday. But my God, do I present this as further evidence that you can't do anything in this format. You win or lose, and that's out of your control. We could play this Raven. We could block here. We could tap this down. We take 4, we're dead. Oh, God. This format's not fun. The losses suck and the wins suck. Oh, let's see if we can go 2-1. Let's see if we can go 2-1. Like, I want to I want to feel like I took, no, not that I took part. I took part in those games of Magic. I attended those games of Magic. But I mostly watched those games of Magic. So let's see if it gets better. Playing first. I believe most of my local group has given up on this format harder than I've seen most people ever give up on a format. We're going first and we can't play anything. We could foretell that. We are in a blue deck. How many blue sources did I say we had? We had 9. We're going to do some quick math here. Quick math. 33 cards in the deck. There's 9. I want a blue source by turn 3, which would be 2 draws. The odds of getting 1 is 47%. It's a bit too low for me. Mulligan that. Better hand. Sounds good. Remember, you're not always guaranteed a better hand. We're going to get rid of that forest, pass the turn, drop that, and go. We get to foretell this charger. We get to flash it in on turn 3. Let's see where we go. But we hit that mulligan button, which means instantaneously we are 10% less likely to win this match. When it's on blue-black, foretelling presumably a raven, because it's always a raven. I think if anything, this format tells me that Wizards of the Coast has a team of people who create limited sets who are not good at it, and a team of people who create limited sets who are good at it. And they alternate, because we had Eldraine, and we had Zendikar, but then we had Ikoria, and we had this pile. I'm going to bind that monster while we can, take 1 point of damage, which ain't too shabby. We get to fly on in for 3, and we get to hold up the Snakeskin Veil. So if history holds from the past few sets, yeah, you're not going to bind that. Good try. I will probably despise Strixhaven, and then rather enjoy the D&D one, and then love the first Innistrad. Unfortunately, that pattern does mean that I'm going to hate the second Innistrad. And I hope that's not the case. Let's get in for 4. Let's Thought Thief. We're certainly going to surveil ourselves. We would like to find a land. Grim Draugr. We've got Snowlands to give it menace. It's going to be bigger when we get Narfi down. Yeah, we will. 7, eh? If we top deck an untapped land and we get Bergstrider. No, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. So apparently these weren't ravens? What are they? They're ravens. Or at least one of them was. And a struggle, it looks like. Struggle, sure. Well, that bird is too big for its britches. Let's get rid of it. They're thinking I've got a combat trick, maybe? No, I do not. I just got a Grim Draugr. So depending on board states, we play the Bergstrider or the Narfi next turn, assuming we hit a land. If we don't hit a land, we probably just pump the Draugr twice. Get in. Does this go 2 or 1? It goes 1. You can get in for 5. Bears of Leet Yara. Hey, look. Opponent played a rare, and so we might not get to play the game. We are going to Narfi and get in for 4. And then we can Bergstrider next turn, potentially get in for 8. Oh, this format is balmy as heck. So both of those become 4/4s. That saga is nuts. That saga is absolutely insane. Now, we can't yet bring Narfi back on command. We have more snowlands than non-snowlands in our deck. And yet I feel like we constantly have the basics. Just shuffle truther stuff. Okay, looks like they are Horizon Seekering. Sure. Yet another basic. How many basics do we have? We had 9 snow. So we have 8 basics, and there's 50% of them. So we're going to tap down the 4/4, I guess. And then if we attack with all, they block They kind of have to block the Draugr, because if they block Narfi, they take 4, go to 5, and the Draugr is representing 5 next turn. Menace. Yeah, so we come in with both. You can always choose to not block at all. So they're going to kill Bergstrider? It's got to be Draugr, right? Kill the Draugr. Okay. So no menace shenanigans. Still have lethal on the board. They have to play a creature or kill something. They're naming green. I hate how that shows up first. Because it's always like your opponent's just emoting at you. Green. Hey, and they blew up. All right. All right. All right. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we only have 8 snowlands. That's why we're only ever drawing 1 or 2. Okay. So they've got a flyer that I don't like. I really wish we had picked up a Broken Wings. We were definitely hard cut on green in that draft. Do I want a second Mists? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we just go back in. Go back in. See if we can pull this out. It'd be very sad if we go 3-0, 3-0, 2. I don't want to do that. I can work with this on the play. That's a Raven on 3. Hawk's alive, Mists is alive, and then we can find lands. It's an easy keep on the draw. Or on the play. On the draw, it's probably also a keep too. See? Well, now we have 3 snowlands. What was this? This was blue? Okay. You're going to foretell your Raven. I'm going to do it too. We get our forest. So we're going to get to Pilfering Hawk, Hold Up Mists. Should we want? They play their Seeker. That's fine. Here's my bird. I might trade with that. They're playing a very shaky mana base. They don't need to be fixing their mana. That's not a thing they need to be doing. You can do it once, but never again. Mammoth growth out of nowhere. Fair. 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 Alrighty then. So we can Pilfering Hawk, Hold Up Mist. We could also just drop this Knotfold Recluse. Fix your mana. Ooh. Well then, we're going to Boreal Rider. And we're going to potentially make some big creatures. We can make this a 5/5. This can be a 5/3. This can be a 2/3. Although, again, I don't want them... their mana is almost fixed. I don't think it matters. We're not blocking here. They've got their red. They've got their blue. They've got their green. I think there's only one other color we saw. But I mean, as well, if they're constantly tapping to get more lands while I'm establishing the board, I think we get ahead there. You're going to struggle, but they trade. Well, that was a valid thing to do, I suppose. We are going to drop a Recluse and drop a Hawk, pass the turn. We get to Bergstrider next turn, hit him for 5. They must have thought that was Blizzard Brawl. Blizzard Brawl wouldn't have done it. They only have 2 snow permanents. Must have been bad math. Grizzled Outrider, sure. Bergstrider, tap it on down. Smash on in for 5. Why are they looking at my lands? You were not playing Awaken the Trolls. Mistwalker, that's fine. A-okay. We get to come in for 8 here, no problem. Oh, we don't have black. That's a shame. All right, so let's come on in for 8. And then I think we'll Thought Thief holding up Mists. Sure, you can't pump that. You may not be aware of that fact. You don't have blue. You've got a Snakeskin Veil. All right, we'll Mist it. Take 4. And yeah, we'll Thought Thief, surveil ourselves. Yeah, more creatures seems good. How many do we have in the bin? 2? Unfortunately, that Mistwalker is like a massive blocker now. But they can't really justify attacking with that Outcast. Mm-hmm. I see. All right. Remember how I complained about a balmy format? Although, I mean, now we're just going to get to murder Tyvar Kell, so that's fine. Oh, no, it untaps, doesn't it? It untaps, doesn't it? Yay, balmy garbage format. Balmy trash format. Well, we're going to drop this, and we're going to pass the turn. Balmy garbage format. People were comparing it to Fate Reforged early on, and I think that was definitely a correct statement. So we can at least start growing things. Nope. That is now a 7-4. They can't attack with it because I will throw everything that I need to underneath it. Put a counter on it, I'll double block. Won't even think twice about it. Won't even think twice. There you go. Yeah, we gotta loot. We gotta find something here. Bergstrider. That's what I want to find. Let's get rid of Narfi. Oh, he comes back to the battlefield, doesn't he? Oh, that's great. That's great. Ooh, hello. Hello. We're going to Bergstrider and get that Outrider tapped down. Get rid of Tyvar. So they block this one. And then this one hits him, this one hits him, this one hits them. You should block the one hitting you, friend. Tyvar is dead either way. So we foretell that, and then we have white. We can make 2 Sarah Angels. That's pretty good. So next turn we bring back Narfi and foretell Starheim Unleashed. Which, just because we're winning, doesn't change it from being a balmy format. Ice Hydrol, that's fine. So they can make that a 4-3. So they eat this, they block that, they take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could also just tap it down. Or no, we bring back Narfi here, right? So they block that. They block that. They take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They go to 1. Yeah, I don't think we need the Starheim Unleashed just yet. Oh, wait, they still have that 8-8. So there's always that chance of them just killing us out of nowhere, right? There's always that chance of them just killing us out of nowhere. All right. I guess that means we play it ever so slightly safe to win with the Starheim Unleashed. So, will we still attack here, though? Like, these can come in no problem. Yeah, those can come in no problem. We can put the Hawk or whatever under the Outrider. They're going to lose their Mistwalker. And they're just going to bump off each other. Sure. Yup. A-okay. A-okay. We get 2 Serra Angels next turn. If we find an untapped land, we can also bind. Draugr Thought Thief is fine. Surveil. Throw away a land. Smart play. There's no way they're attacking me here. Horizon Seeker, sure, and pass the turn. All right, well, let's make somebody sad. Oops. Guess I'll win. So yeah, we come in for 2, take them to 9. They're dead in the air this turn. Single card in hand. Raven Wings, they are not dead this turn, except they are. Except they are. I'll take 9 to win the game. Taking 9 to win the game sounds good. Boop. Boop. Ow. Swing with team. They didn't allow it. All right, 1-1. Try to make this a 2-1. Format's bomby. At least that was like a back and forth game. But again, they played their Planeswalker and almost won, and then I played my Busted Mythic and I won. That's a key feature of formats that I like and formats that I dislike. Zendikar, for example, I remember at the end of that format, I was raided by Semulin at the start of a Black-White Clerics draft. And at one point, I had a choice between Marauding Blight Priest, which was the common 3-drop, deal a damage or lose a life when you gain a life, and the uncommon Cleric of Lifespawn. And chat, all the people coming in from the raid thought I was nuts because I took the common over the uncommon. Not only did we wheel the uncommon, the common was just so much more important for the deck. We had like 5 copies of it, and it was amazing. I like when commons are powerful and equally powerful. Make them all good, or make them all bad. Make them all even. Don't make a huge delta between commons and uncommons. Don't fill a whole bunch of busted rares, and you've basically built a set that I love. This hand's fine. When you start putting in busted rares, when the uncommons may as well be mythics, when there's a handful of very good commons and the rest are garbage, it doesn't make a good format. And it really kind of does feel like every other set, no, it's not every other. For the past few years, it's been set I like, set I hate, set I really hate. Core set, which is fine. Set I love, set I hate, set I really hate. Core set. Taken 2, that's fine. Don't we have one of these in the deck? We've never seen it. Shieldmate, sure thing. Okay, so green-white. Green-white. As long as we don't die quick, we're probably in a pretty good spot. They've got no attacks here, which is great. Right on time. So what's the best choice here? Sculptor, Hold Up Mists? I think it's Sculptor Holdup Mists. I don't really want to go long with the go wide deck, but we don't have a great way to push just yet. The other interesting thing on that graph, and maybe I did mention this on last week's Spikey Saturday. No, I don't think I did. I think I talked about it on stream. The other thing about that graph is it also shows the average turn that a game ends on. And Kaldheim is a fair bit faster than average. It's not the fastest. That's M21, best of 3. But it's a fair bit faster than average. Also, again, 50% of our non-snowlands. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't need this pillar yet. I want to establish the board, and I want to get this non-snowland that is definitely on top of our deck off of the top of our deck. Pilfering Hawk? Looting sounds pretty good against a go wide deck that is already almost out of gas. We'll keep that on top. And we will pass the turn. That Hawk's doing some work. Yeah, that's all we'll do. Green-white was my last trophy before this video. For telling a spell. So that is what? That is an Iron Verdict. It wouldn't be a Packmate, they would have just played it. Wouldn't be a Doomscar, they would have just played it. Wouldn't be a Struggle for Skemfar, they would have just played it. That's an Iron Verdict. That's important to know. Let's get the Hawk going. And I'm still not really needing that mist, so let's get the pillar going as well. That is an Iron Verdict. It could be a Kaya's Onslaught as well. We'll keep that in mind. We'll see if we get an interesting attack here, which could suggest a Kaya's Onslaught. Doomscar Oracle, sure. We'll tap down that bird. Or do I want to loot? I think we can do both. We can do both. We can do both because we have Sculptor of Winter. Tap down the Corsair. And then let's loot. Excuse me while I make a note to get my entire entry fee back. Get entry fee back. Turn passed. Well, after untapping Snowland, when I had a Pilfering Hawk that I could have activated. As another fun fact, if your opponent ever plays a Frostpire Arcanist against you and they pay 4 mana for it instead of 5, despite them having an empty board, that's because that card is still bugged and counts your opponent's wizards and giants. All right, we're going to untap that Woodland Chasm, drop this Draugr, and pass the turn. This is a program that they want you to pay $28.75 Canadian to play in a tournament that's single elimination, that if you get to the end and you win it all, you get to $2,000. Battlefield Raptor, sure. You should like suit that up, put a whole bunch of stuff on it. It'll be great. Nothing will go wrong, I promise. Nothing will go wrong. Well, at least this draft's free, so that's good. Is that Kaya's Onslaught? If it's Kaya's Onslaught, they get a little bit blown out here. Yeah. Well, they get blown out if I play the Raven, but if it's not Kaya's Onslaught, then I still have to use this. So we'll just use up this Thought Thief. It's not that exciting. And if they want to trade, that's fine. I don't really know what that does for them. We'll loot now, you see, because we have an untapped land. Bergstrider. Yeah, goodbye, Mist of Liara. Goodbye. Yeah, we're gonna Bergy here. And we will tap the Shieldmate. And then, you know what? It's your choice. Is it? Do I want to make it your choice? No. You can Iron Verdict this Grim Draugr, which I am going to activate here. Iron Verdict it. Have at it. And then we will apparently go into full control mode at the end of the next turn in order to tap this, untap this, and go from there. I get to kill both of those things? So it's not Iron Verdict? I feel like white is the most common color that I've looked up. What there is that they can foretell. Ice High Troll, sure. Like Doomscar. Oh, it could be a Warhorn Blast. I like never see that card ever exist. So yeah, it might be a Warhorn Blast. So they might have +2/+1 when they want. Okay, full control. Tap, untap, resolve. Tap my hawk. Thank you. And we'll pitch this floodplain. Hello. Hello. Hello, all the Sarah Angels. All the Sarah Angels. Let's drop that. And then we will pass the turn. 1, 2. That looks like 3 Sarah Angels to me. That looks like 3 Sarah Angels. Yeah, we're not looting, so we'll tap down the Starharm Courser. I guess we need to go into full control mode. No, because we're not going to loot, so it doesn't matter this time. Great Hall. They're looking to make their own ridiculous bunch of Sarah Angels, eh? Well, here's what I kind of want to do. Do I want to do this? I kind of want to get that Warhorn out of them. So we're going to go like this. It looks like a dumb attack. It should get something off their board. Sigrid out of nowhere, okay. White, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can't really tap Sigrid here. Okay, so that goes away for now. Sigrid eats the Draugr, and then Bergstrider maybe just hits them. Okay. You're giving me the troll? No, they're not giving me the troll because we think they have a warhorn. So we go like that, and we don't kill the troll. We kill the sculptor. Or no, the troll will still have +2/+1. So we still get to kill the troll. So yeah, we do that. Okay, if that's not a Warhorn Blast, and it's not an Iron Verdict, what the hell is it? Alright. Oops, 3 Sarah Angels. Pass the turn, friend. So we tap Sculptor of Winter, untap a land, tap their Starheim Courser. We get to come in for a dozen here. Boop, 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 boop. God, I want to know what that card is. Well, at least if we beat them, they have to tell us, right? Guardian Gladewalker, sure. All right, so that's super telling me it's a Warhorn. So luckily, Bergstrider just don't care. Bergstrider don't give a heck. There we go. What was it? It was an Iron Verdict? Why didn't you use that? Huh. So I was right all along. It was an Iron Verdict. That's what I said right from the start. Weird. All right, let's go back in and let's make 3 Sarah Angels and see if that's good enough to win again. Because I think it would be. I'm fine with a 2-1 plus my entry fee back. That's fine by me. Fine by me. What do we got? I guess we don't have more snowlands. We figured that out, right? We have one more non-snowland than snowland. Anyways, this is fine. We'll find a land, and that gives us. We have sculptor, and we find a land, and we have these guaranteed. We can foretell that. We're fine, especially on the draw. Especially on the draw. Battlefield Raptors, sure. Let's play that land. So we get to Sculptor. We actually have 4 mana available. Not that we're going to use it. We're going to go Sculptor, Outrider. This will be a 5/3, which laughs at this Raptor. Path to the World Tree. You got it. So you're splashing? Did they mull? They're not splashing. Did they mull? Forest. Let's get the Sculptor down. Pass the turn. Can't cast you. Can't cast you. But we can certainly Boreal Outrider. Forest, sure. Won me, sure. I would love if we got the 2 of them back here. Their own Boreal Outrider. Well then. Perhaps we have a game. My own Boreal Outrider. Unfortunately, this will not get Swole. There's no way they trade here, so we just get in for 2. Because we don't have blue snow, but we do have green snow for the Recluse. We have black snow for Narfi. We can cast this and foretell one of these next turn, thanks to Sculptor. We'll foretell the Charger. Braggart. It's not my favorite thing to see. That's a fair attack. That's a fair attack because we're not blocking it. Luckily, I don't think they're blocking my Boreal Outrider on the way back in anyways. And you know what? If they are, I'm pretty happy to mist them here. Because we do want that Braggart dead. They're not willing to go for it, so we get to go like this. Pay with snow, get ourselves a 5/3 reach. And then untap that snow. Foretell our Ghost Horse. Black, you got it. We're taking so much damage back. We'll get rid of the Braggart. I guess they don't have to pump the Braggart, eh? Hmm. Yeah, let's see if we can get rid of the Braggart here. Whatever game they're playing, I don't like it. Raven's Wings, sure. Sure. Okay, so this Mists is looking pretty decent. We could also just drop a Litiara. I'm super worried they're just playing this stupid friggin' double strike thing. But we're not dead this turn off the double strike thing, right? We take 11. We're dead off the double strike thing. Cool. Cool. Well, in that case, we're going to foretell the Starheim Unleashed. We're going to attack in for 3. And then if we have to, we can play the Charger and or we can play the Mists. So the intention here is we'll let them attack, see if they do play the stupid double strike thing. If they do, we missed them and they get a little bit blown out, a lot bit blown out. If they don't, we take the 5 and we play the Cosmos Charger. So in. Show me the double strike spell. No double strike spell? Cool. Cool. Let's go into full control mode. Master Scald getting back literally nothing? Sure. So we'll play the Charger. Drop a land. And then, I don't know, how do you feel about making 2 Sarah Angels? Feel good about making 2 Sarah Angels? I feel pretty good about making 2 Sarah Angels. Let's make 2 Sarah Angels. And let's get in for 3. Land, okay. So we have to respect. We have to respect. So Warhorn Blast doesn't get us here. The double strike spell a little bit, but it's not the worst. Fair. Totes fair. So they can put the Raven's Wing on the bird, give it double flying, so it would be a 2/2 first strike. We still get to come in for 7 here, no real problems. Binding, that's pretty good. I don't think it's ultimately going to be good enough. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And they're going to foretell a spell, so that is you know what. If that is you know what, then we need to make them use it. And drop a Glade Wardens. Keeping up a Mists of Leek Yara, which is currently just going to be used on that raptor in most likelihood. So that's an Iron Verdict. They're going to cast it on this charger for sure. For sure. They keep checking out my Glade Warden. I really wish there was a way to turn off those highlight things for everybody. That's just such bleeding of information that does not need to be given. Like, does any other card game do that? It makes you actively not want to read cards or look at people's cards. Deeply dislike it. They're going to Raven's Wings the Doomscar. Okay. 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 Interesting. 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 So they have to block one of these. And maybe they block both. Maybe they're very afraid of Combat Trick. Okay, so we save our horse. We kill that. We are dead if that's the double strike trick, but I'm pretty sure it's the Iron Verdict. So they could Iron Verdict one thing, and then they still can't attack, and we have Run Ashore to win. It's instant speed? Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Trey cool. So they've got Iron Verdict and something. What are they Iron Verdict? Probably the horse? Because it's not like the Glade Warden is really going to pop off. Ice Hide Troll, sure. Show me the axe. Show me the verdict. God's Hall Guardian. Okay, so we still win. We still win. Boop. Boop boop. On top, the bird plays. And get rid of that. And we win. There we go. There we go. Mythic spell that makes unlimited Sarah Angels. Pretty balmy, pretty good. That puts us 8-1 in Spiky Saturdays so far in this set. And like I said, I still don't really feel in control of winning or losing. I feel like I just watch the games happen and then at the end ask who won. Was it me? Cool. Was it them? Okay. Let me know what your experience with the format is. At least I'm winning. If I was losing and not having fun, it would be awful. Winning and not really having fun is new. It's definitely new to me. And luckily, the set's not around for a super long time. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I doubt it's going to get much better. This format's just too balmy, I think, to get any better. But as long as I can keep winning, then at least we've got that going for us, right? As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can let me know in the comments down below. You can find me over on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, patreon.com/ShamanLeek if you want to help me out that way. Join the Discord by subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron. We chat about all kinds of not magic stuff in there. It's great. We also talk about magic, but we talk about food. We talk about beer. We talk about 3D printing because nobody stopped me from buying a 3D printer. So that happened. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, all those good things. Let me know anything you want to let me know. And I'll see you all next time.